We're going to be talking about the intervals of major and minor thirds. So let's take a look at page 27. We have two types of intervals, major and minor intervals. Always remember that a minor interval will have one less semitone from the major interval. So if you take, for example, a major third will have 4 semitones apart from each other, and a minor third will have one less semitone from that number, which means 3 semitones apart from each other. So there's a slight difference between the two. It's like tea and coffee. They are both drinks but different kinds. So let's take a look at a major scale. For example, we have the interval of thirds between the first and the third degree will always be a major third in a major scale. And in a minor scale, the first and the third degrees will always be a minor third apart. Take this for an example. In the C major scale, C to E, we have 4 semitones apart. And in the minor scale, which is A natural minor scale, from A to C, we have 3 semitones apart from each other. So let's take a look at your exercise. Label the following scales, then write the first and the third degrees of each scale as an interval and name it. So the first one has been given as an example to you. Let's take a look at the second one. Now clearly you can see this scale is an F major scale because it starts on F, and we have the key signature of F major, which is a B flat here. So let's take a look at the interval from the first and the third degrees of this scale. So from F to A, if you count up the semitones, we have 4 semitones apart from each other. Because it's a major scale, we are going to write this as a major third. So let's write the two notes we picked from the major scale. The first note is F and the third note is A. And I'm going to write the name of the scale. And here I need to write the type of the interval. Let's take a look at the next one. We have the scale of G major. If you take a look at this scale, it starts on G and ends on G. And we also have the key signature of G major, which is an F sharp. So let's write the name of the scale. And then I'm going to draw the two notes. The first note is a G and the third note is a B. So we are going to count up the semitone from the lowest note to the highest. And from G to B, we have 4 semitones apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is also going to be a major third because it's a major scale. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. We have to circle the major thirds on this question. The first one has been given as an example. Let's take a look at the second one. We have A to C. So if you count up the alphabet from A to C, it's a third up. And if you count the number of semitones from A to C, we have 3 semitones apart from each other. So again, this is a minor third. We need 4 semitones for a major third. So let's take a look at the next one. Again, A to middle C is a minor third. So we don't need to check that. We just leave that out. And the next one, we have C to E. Let's take a look at C to E. So we have from C to E, without counting the C, let's go up to C sharp, D, D sharp and E. So we have 4 semitones apart here. So this is going to be a major third for us. Let's take a look at the next one. Next is a G to B. So in the G major scale, B is the third note. Again, you can double check by counting the number of semitones from G to B. So without counting G, let's go up to G sharp, to A, to B flat, to B. So we have 4 semitones apart here. Again, this one is also a major third. Let's go to question 3. We have to circle the minor thirds in this case. So let's take a look at the first one. G to B. Again, from G to B, we have 4 semitones apart. So this is a major third. We don't need to circle this. And let's take a look at the next one. We have A to C. From A to C, we have 3 semitones apart, B flat, B, and C. So this is going to be a minor third here. Then the next one is again C to E. C to E has 4 semitones apart. So this is again a major third, so we don't have to circle this. Let's take a look at the next one. We have F to A. So from F to A, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. So we have 4 semitones here, and that's also a major third. Let's take a look at the last one. We have A to C. So always count from the lowest note to the highest note. So from A, we go up to B flat, to B, and then C. So we have 3 semitones apart here. This means it's also a minor third. Okay, and let's go to the last question. Number 4. Is the distance between the major third larger or smaller than the minor third? As you know, major third has 4 semitones and minor third has 1 less than that, which is 3 semitones apart. So you have to write the major third is larger than minor third. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you have fun with this lesson, and I'll see you next time.